In this video, I'm going to show you how to connect more trees with Zapier so that you can automatically plant trees for yourself, your business, and others. Zapier is an online integration tool that connects with thousands of different pieces of software, systems, and applications, including more trees, allowing you to create an automation workflow. It's ideal if you don't have the technical resource to work directly with the Trees API. It's very user-friendly to use. It's nice and easy to set up, and it doesn't require much technical expertise. I'm going to use this video to show you how easy it is to set up, but before I do, I'm just going to hop onto Zapier to show you how to search for the applications that you use to see whether you can integrate them via Zapier. So just on the main Zapier website, I can search by app, and if I can scroll down, you can see that it connects with the G Drive, email, calendars, social media, productivity tools, CRMs, e-commerce software, accounting software. It connects with all sorts. So it's definitely worth jumping onto Zapier, typing in the different software that you use, if anything, to give you ideas of how you can integrate tree planting into your day-to-day activities. So setting up a Zap, which is an automation, you want to be first on More Trees. So log into your account, and then in the main menu, click Integration and then Zapier. And then down here, just click the Connect Your Account button. So this will take you to the main More Trees Zapier page. Now this is a really nice page to create your Zap from because it gives you a wizard that takes you through it all. So it's very easy. There's an alternative way to create a Zap from the main Zapier dashboard, and that's covered off in the user guide if you do fall on that page and want to do it that way, but it's very, very similar. So here we can see we've got the More Trees application, and then I just need to search for a pairing app. So for this video, I'm just going to keep it very nice and simple and use a Google Sheets that I've created, whereby if I show you it now, so I've just created a name, email, and quantity columns, and basically I want to automate it so that if ever I add any person to this spreadsheet, then More Trees will automatically plant them a tree. So it's a really nice and easy integration. We have a lot of businesses use this as sort of to get themselves used to using Zapier, to get them on board with the system, to get them planting before they integrate with, for example, their e-commerce platform or their emails or accounting systems or anything like that. So it's a nice way to get going if you need a little space before you integrate your main systems. So here I'm just going to start typing in Google, and then I can select the Google Sheets. So the wizard actually takes me to this page which says when this happens, automatically do this. So I can scroll using these arrows through the different options, but what I want is when a new spreadsheet row is added, I want to plant a tree. So here we've got plant trees for others. So if I scroll down, I've got all of the different options down here, but I've found the ones that I want. So I just need to click build this combination. So I have, prior to this video, already connected my Google account. But if you haven't, then it would push you to do that now. So I've already connected, it's got it here. So I select that and then I click next. And it's going to ask me what spreadsheet I want to use. So I've already built this one here. So I'm going to click next. It's going to ask what worksheet within that spreadsheet I want to use. So I've only got one. And I'll click next. Now it's just pulling that data. Right, now to connect my More Trees account. So click connect, and a pop-up is going to appear, and it's going to ask me for my public validation key. So I get this from the More Trees platform. So if you head back under integration, click API, and then we've got the public validation key here. So if I view that and I select all and copy, and then I head back, I just want to paste that here. Click continue. And then that's going to connect to my More Trees account Zapier. I only need to do this once. So I'm connected. So click next. Okay, so I've told Zapier that I want, whenever a new row is added to my spreadsheet, it to plant a tree for that person. But I've not actually told Zapier who I'm planting a tree for. So if I was planting for exactly the same person each time, for example, I wanted to add a row and I just wanted to plant a tree for my colleague, then I can type directly into here their name. But what I actually want to do is I want to pull that information from the spreadsheet itself. So I'm just going to type in the column that I want to pull the first name from, which is name. So sorry, I search here. select that, delete that. And then here it's automatically pulled those in because I've named them the same. So that looks fine. So click next. And then what it's done is, you might have seen in the spreadsheet, I just put a test line of data and it's pulled that through. So I can see that that's exactly what I want it to look like. And then I send a test, and what it's going to do is it's going to plant a tree for that person. So it's going to test the more trees connection. So that all works. So if you get a failure here, it's probably because you haven't got any credits in your more trees account. So just top up. If you're not sure how to, then there's a lovely video on how to fund your account. So click next. So it's just asking me to review, and I'm quite happy with that. So I click turn on, and it's going to switch that on for me, which means that now anytime I add a person to that spreadsheet, they will automatically be planted a tree. That Zap is now live, but what I might want is I might not want to plant every person in that spreadsheet a tree. So the most relatable case for this is that if I had connected my e-commerce platform so that every person that placed an order was planting a tree, I might not actually want that to happen for orders under a certain value. So I might only want to plant trees for people that are ordering over £10. Many different filters that I might want to add. So if you do want to make your workflow a bit more complex and you want to add a filter and you don't want to plant for everyone, then just click Manage Your Zap here. And then open in editor. So this is going to open the editor page. Now, if you built a Zap directly from the main Zapier page rather than the more trees page, you would have seen this editor, which you'll see in the user guide as well. So same thing, but here between the trigger and the action, I want to add something. So click the plus icon. And here I can add a filter. So like I said, if I only wanted to plant for orders over a certain amount, I can change the way that the data comes in, and I can also add a delay. So if I didn't want to plant a tree for someone straight away, I might want to wait until the next day because that complements the customer journey. I can do that here as well. So if I just click on the filter just to show you. So here we have only continue if, and then I would select the field. So for the spreadsheet, for example, I might want to only continue if I'm planting them under 10 trees. Over 10 trees, I might want to do it a different way. So the number is less than 11, and then I would continue, and then that would add a filter that a new row was added to the spreadsheet, but that would only continue if the quantity was less than 10, then it would go on to plant a tree. But I am happy without the filter, so I can delete that step and head back. And then here we go, I've got that switched on. And then what it's going to do, if I go to the spreadsheet, then I can add someone's name and show you how it works. So I've added a new row. So that should plant a tree in a couple of minutes. In the meantime, what I'm going to show you is auto top up. So obviously if you're automating trees, then you need to have a balance in your account of eco credits for those trees to be deducted from. Now the video on funding your account will show you how to add a balance, but if you're automating it, you might not want to have to keep going into more trees to check that balance. So if you don't want to do that, what you can do is set up auto top up. So under credits, select auto top up, and then you just add a threshold. So basically if my credits fell below 5, then I want to automatically top up by £1,000. Click update, enter and save the card details, and then that would just automate the topping up at the same time as automating the tree planting, which means that the automation would never fail because I haven't got enough credits to fund those trees. So now if we head to the dashboard to see if that tree has been planted, and if I scroll to recently planted and view all, there we go. I can see that that tree's been planted. So it might take a few minutes to come through, but it will automate for you. So that is how you integrate Zapier with more trees and automatically plant trees. Thank you for listening.